very first... But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing filial... So please, Father, please, reconsider.
I agree with Lyney.
Father, please.
Moni keduanya.
I can't move.
Yuk, let's go. Kita lanjutin lagi nih. Semoga ini bukan hal yang bikin detektif takut. Langsung cerah aja.
Oh, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Kok dia tahu? Waduh.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Kalem, tenang.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
Firasatku nggak enak.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient.
Waduh, ketahuan nih. Kayaknya bakal ada tanda-tanda ketahuan nih.
Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Ya, lepasin deh, kayak ketahuan.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what... Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It's...
Udah ketahuan sih ini. Yuk, kita ke sini dulu kayak.
Planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lyney, Lynette, and Fremine.
Tahuan kan? Aduh, sorry. Rambutku.
Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people... No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
Ya, bener sih. Kita outsiders. Tapi at least kasih consideration sih, apa maksudnya kasih pertimbangan deh hukumannya.
I would imagine Lyney, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filion and Toy and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our...
But that's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. If Lyney and the others manage to dispose of Claire V in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
Oke, kalau misinya berhasil, maka buktinya nggak bisa dipegang Archellino. Tapi kalau di sisi lain, jika mereka miss dikit aja, aduh, mereka akan kena hukum. Pegang janjimu ya. Udah lihat si Tartaglia, si Nora, dan si Yusei atau si aduh, siapa yang ke-6, lupa lagi.
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time.
Mampus, pigionnya juga ketangkep nih sama dia.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Dapat dari
Well,
mana?
I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do... Well, time to go. Look.
Wah, udah. Perasaan detektif nggak enak nih. Dia kemana? Sini. Kayaknya dia mau ke Neuviletee deh ini. Tuh bener.
It's been a while, I must say. I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so...
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as you... Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the... I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal.
Apa itu? Dia ngasih apaan?
I understand your request.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monseiur Neuviletee. So a family is like a large body of water. As someone who watches over this system, of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean. But I would not...
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Sedikit.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to...
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry.
I seem to recall there being a transaction...
If you accept my proposal, Monseiur Neuviletee, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will know...
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar...
Tartuffe. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monseiur Neuviletee...
You choose your words carefully indeed.
My thanks for your generosity. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhna.
Indeed. I trust you...
All right, Traveler Paimon.
Perasaanku tak enak. Gimana ya? If aja dulu kali ya.
What exactly were you Paimon only heard you mention some rivers.
You really want to know?
Lyney, Paimon really hopes everything... Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Betul sih. Aduh, kedebuk.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers. Well, let me make it up to you at least.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's my fault, really.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your...
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with more. It's just...
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take off.
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson.
Dia tahu deh.
Why don't we... Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your... That being said, I could be persuaded to give Lyney some extra time. I just have one condition.
Tahuan deh ini fix.
If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about...
Wait, why are you being so...
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for... The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive some... Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds...
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Dia rada mencurigakan, rada sundere juga. Iya, gimana sih nih? Saya pun jadi bingung melihatnya. Aduh, yang jauh lagi. Bentar ya. Aduh, membingungkan sekali nih, Bong. Apa yang akan terjadi dengan Lyney dan Lynette serta Freminet? Apakah mereka akan dieksekusi nih oleh si Archellino ini? Saya tak tahu. Aduh, sangat mencurigakan. Itu yang saya bingung. Gimana? Saya lihat dulu. Tempatnya kan di sini. Oh, kenapa bilang later sih? Ya kan di sini. Ntar ya, kita pas dikit lagi.
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. No one comes here anymore. Nor does anyone care about what once happened here. It was before I became a harbinger. And before Lyney and the others joined the House of the Hearth.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the... Clairvy was happy here. For a time.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all... Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight. Force them. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented
Secara House of
or
Hearts,
sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was... You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop...
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option, of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age...
Wait, the friend that...
Friend, huh? Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends. There may have been a certain naivete to her idea. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes. Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. It was during this time that Perouer suggested Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that as a Clairvy never gave enough if she couldn't escape and fight back. Precisely. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than from that moment on. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation.
Crucibina, you mean?
Correct. This is the place where Perouer killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought the moment she acted. Any conception of what was right or wrong, Perouer won the battle. And became a harbinger.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Perouer. Archellino is just a name you got later.
Oke. Detektif mau istirahat dulu ya. Karena ini aduh, udah mulai kompleks nih. Dan kalau lihat sedikit dari areanya, jangan bilang ini akan boss battle nih. Waduh, takut detektif ini mah. Tapi sekuat apa Archellino ini? Apakah kita bisa ngalahin dia dengan Monseiur Neuviletee? Stay tune terus bersama detektif. Oke.
1 hour later.
Oke guys, kita lanjutkan. Jadi Perouer yang dibicarakan Clairvy itu adalah dia sendiri, Archellino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Perouer. Archellino is just a name you got later.
I left that name behind long ago. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called, and that is where the story ends.
Yeah, based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a...
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like a... You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It, of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity... Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her memory is a mysterious thing.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time.
So if all of that is true, then you must have...
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable, but other times she would hide. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight, they failed, yes? The reason, but... No matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Wait! I can understand why you might want her gun, but isn't there enough? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of...
Is this really what you want to do?
Ya, benar. Akhirnya bersuara.
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow.
Okay.
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved... I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite...
Here they are, Father.
Iya. Udah. Ini. Wah, kita udah bener-bener di palemnya si Archellino semua nih.
You gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually plenty.
I'm sorry. I heard about it, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Oke.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house, and for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoi, Sato, Tadi. Nantoi clearly said, if only. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us...
I did not! You're lying!
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people... We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy...
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over...
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case.
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not... That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson,
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Buset, cerdik banget.
Filial, Nantoi, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If this were any other situation, I would do...
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz, we...
Sheplo, according to the rules of the House of the Heart...
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Agak kejam sih. Tapi ya, ini aturan mereka.
Father,
Kita nggak bisa
please
intervensi.
wait.
Something you want to say, Lyney?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and we all come from broken families. from the very first. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing filial. So please, Father. Please, reconsider.
I agree with Lyney.
Father, please. Lyney, you... I also agree with Lyney.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished.
Apakah bisa kita mengalahkan dengan timnya Monseiur Neuviletee? Let's see.
However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength.
Wait.
Impossible. Father is...
Wow!
Okay.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lyney and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about...
When guests are around, families are often on their best.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of...
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our... All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less.
Akhirnya. Oh, let's go.
Time to shine!
Purina, go.
Is it my turn now?
Stand clear.
Oh, tidak bisa. Saya lebih lincah.
An oversight on my...
And voila!
Is it my turn now?
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Aduh. Angkat dong.
With
Say
these
cheese.
rising flames!
Let the world come alive!
Oh, tidak akan bisa.
Are you
Is
alright?
it my turn now? Closer now.
Cepet juga sih gerakannya ya.
Is it my turn now?
The tide's
With
beckoning.
these rising flames! Try to pace yourself.
Mantap.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Yuk, yuk.
Watch out for Father's movements!
Is it my turn now? With these rising flames!
Kayaknya bisa sih ini.
Let's
go.
Settle down.
Look at you,
Weh.
trapped like a
Wah,
bunch of
cepet banget.
helpless ants.
Justice is blind.
Hang in there! Animal test 6308.
Wih, cepet banget.
Is it my turn now?
Bentar. Item. Aduh, bisa nggak nih? nyerah dulu.
Let the mighty be humble.
Juga ya
Is
nih.
it my turn now? Look at you. Trapped like a bunch of helpless animals.
Ah,
Not bad. And you prove to be a worthy opponent after all.
okay, not bad. Thank you.
Running is of little use.
Breaking news! Absorption test.
Thank you for that. Mode keduanya.
What?
Seared away.
Baru mulai ini. Aduh, tuh mulai panik gua kan. Bentar. Kita langsung lawan mode keduanya, berarti maaf ya agak sedikit nekat nih. Kita akan pakai ini defense-nya ini. Yuk, bisa yuk.
All that remains.
Silence!
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
Bisa, I can.
The tides beckon. Risk is growing, but it poses no threat to me.
Settle down! Now your chance!
Over here!
Your punishment made manifest.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains. All hope. Who's next?
Now's our chance!
Over here!
Mode kedua lem ke atas ya. Aduh, bisa nggak nih? Ya deh, keluarin semua. Yuk dong, bisa. Set.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
What?
Oh, I know.
Now! I'm sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Buset.
Oh my
Sangat
god!
jebakan dong.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon?
Set.
I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Beneran dah. Padahal udah hampir kalah loh. Sedikit lagi tuh.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to Brother... Lyney. Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed.
No!
I never thought things would end like...
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still...
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but...
Wonderful. Then, in just...
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have... In other words, administering this concoction will kill the...
Wow!
Memory is a...
So, you're just...
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die.
Even so... I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, filial.
Hampir banget sebenarnya. Tapi kayaknya satu video aja dulu ya. Nikmati aja.
You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow...
Of course.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you...
Yes, Father!
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is... Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house.
Father!
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Lyney. I'll help.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
Can we talk now? You really are Perry, aren't you? Wait.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Oh. Huh? That's it? Yep. If that's what Plus, I don't really need to know. Can you tell me about it?
You never stopped trying. At first, no one believed you. Later on, you tried to. Still, you never gave up. But you called on You tried everything for the last 16 years.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, if I could do it all...
Is that so? But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the... Of course, I won't...
That's more than enough. You know, Perry, I think you're I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps...
Really? Of course! You know, play the loop of... That's where if I had some more, it's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably...
Yeah?
Those Yuk you mentioned, I once saw a drawing of... Oh, sounds like you're talking... I was always too afraid to split at the academia. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without going to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great. The situation was super dangerous. Lyney and Lynette were accused... Oh no! Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. How'd you do that? Come on, tell me! Ahem! Okay.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow.
Yep, kayaknya waktunya udah habis sih.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy. She left so soon.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memory, whatever regrets...
Okay.
Father?
It's Lyney! Hey, Lyney! What is he doing back here? Let's go.
Dia menunjukkan suatu item.
Father, the bottled flames have been
And you?
Thank you for giving Lynette and Fremine.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you, I must admit.
I just...
You're brave. You would do anything to protect...
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Lyney. It's all thanks...
You're a hero, Lyney.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all... I'm not deserving of that.
You're wrong. In my opinion, we may have different ideas of what, even without that strength.
Father...
No one knows what the future... If reaching a certain strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions.
I understand, Father.
Children must grow up to... The road ahead is not an easy one.
You've done so much for me, Father. And protecting my family...
Then you're welcome to stay. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like... At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded. As for the two of you, no matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope...
Panjang banget. Kayaknya udah deh. Udah kah? Jangan bilang kita hanya bisa ngalahin dia sekali. Itu akan mengecewakan. Ya adalah, kita cukupkan dulu sampai di sini. Oke lah guys, untuk video kali ini sampai di sini dulu. Semoga detektif bisa revenge banget nih dengan Archellino. Sebenarnya udah hampir par banget dengan Neuviletee, Furina, Charlotte, dan Sucrose ya. Tapi karena beberapa event jadi agak greget sih. Tapi seru ya kali ini. Udah terpayback lah apa yang detektif kurang di edisi Fontaine ya. Mungkin next di Natlan barangkali ya. Anyway, terima kasih telah melihat video detektif kali ini. Tetap support dengan cara klik like yang banyak dan share teman-teman lainnya. Oke, see you in the next video. Bye and ciao.